Hello everybody. This is my third video. If you've watched my introduction video, you know that my name is Annie, that I will be retiring in a few months, and that I've decided to start my own YouTube channel, even if I have no idea what I'm doing. I've started creating videos for you guys, and I've noticed that me trying to create videos with footage that either I filmed or that I found online for free, and trying to edit this whole thing makes for a ordinary video, but that takes me hours and hours because, as I said, I'm not really knowledgeable when it comes to making those videos for YouTube. So I've decided this time to do like a whole bunch of people are doing, just sit in front of the camera and talk. I do have a few notes so I don't forget what I want to talk about. But today I want to address the hobbies and miscellaneous activities that I wish to continue once I retire, and that will require money. Considering that I've always had a big life with lots of stuff in it, and without being wealthy at all, I've owned boats and motorcycles and RVs, and I go out to restaurants a lot, and I do all of these very expensive hobbies like golfing and skiing and horseback riding. And if I want to continue to be able to do those, I will have to make choices and cut down on other things and everything like that. So although I've never lived above my means, I've never lived below them either. Therefore, that'll definitely be something very, very difficult for me to deal with when the time comes. So I have 8 months to get used to the idea and to find ways to adapt to this transition. So I have a list of steps that I've decided to take to figure out what it is that I want to continue to do once I retire and what I can let go of. So the first step that I did is actually make a list of activities and hobbies and stuff that I do right now that are costly and that I would like to continue doing. So the first thing is, let me just see here. The first thing is travel. And I'm not talking about traveling to other countries or go on all-inclusive retreats or anything like that. Thank God I'm a homebody. I want to stay at home. I want to do my stuff here. What I'm referring to when I talk about traveling or travel is basically going from one place to another or from one city to another. I own an F-150. For those who don't know, it's a big Ford pickup truck. Like I have the V8 5-liter because I did pull boats and stuff before. So with the price of gas nowadays, you really have to plan every time that you go somewhere so that you don't go back and forth all the time. So doing this, I've always had a budget, a very clear budget that every 2 weeks with pay, I would fill up the gas tank. So I've always had a very specific dollar amount to use every 2 weeks. So being at work full time ensured that I was at the office all day and I didn't have to go out. Being at home and free to go anywhere, anytime, might or definitely will be tempting to go out without a valid reason. So that's the first thing that I need to be conscious of when it comes to going from A to B. Also, the second thing on my list is eating out. And I do that a lot. Ever since I was a kid, I've been going to restaurants like many times a week. I guess my parents weren't very keen on cooking. But as an adult, I have this very bad habit of spending a lot of money in restaurants and takeouts and stuff like that. So that's something that I will definitely need to cut back on and either set a very limited and specific budget for eating out, or really change my eating habits and start cooking at home and buying stuff at the grocery store instead of at the fast food joint. The third thing is riding horses. For the past few years, I've been training with horses and with a coach. Of course, this is not free, so I have one lesson a week, sometimes more. And that also comes with payments for expenses, for equipment and for registration, mandatory registration for competitions and stuff like that. And since this is basically the only hobby that I want to keep, the only paying hobby that I want to keep, I will definitely have to figure out the budget for that as well. And the fourth thing on my list is the unnecessary, avoidable, impulsive purchases that you do when you're late night scrolling on or Amazon shopping. This is something that I tend to do because if you need something, you order it and it's $5 and you end up with $75 spent because you started scrolling and seeing something else and added it to your cart. So that's something that I will have to be very mindful of. Of course, there's many, many other things that I will need to consider, many financial decisions that I will have to make. But at this time, this is the ones that I'm focusing on because I don't want to add to the anxiety I'm already feeling about retiring early. So that's about it for today. Let me know how you are dealing with living on a fixed income. Tell me if you had to make difficult decisions with your budget. And perhaps you can share tips and tricks on how to thrive during retirement, and maybe by doing stuff that doesn't involve money. Anyways, let me know in the comments. And in the meantime, press the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you want to see more.